If now.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon.
Hello.
I see everyone is joining slowly. So let's give it 1 minute so that we have the whole crowd here. I know it's the most exciting moment of the academic year, and we are all very thrilled to hear the ideas and the solutions from the students for this.
Hello. Good afternoon, everyone.
Hello.
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 Indeed, don't hesitate to say hi while everyone is connecting. It's great to see you here, and it's great to get a feel of the crowd.
I'm glad you're here. I was a bit on edge that this didn't work immediately.
Because, hey, it's very nice to see you, Klaus, because I couldn't see your name because you have this weird
Oh yeah, sorry.
brown. No problem. It's good to hear it to see you. I'm glad you're here. Okay. I see we already have 42 participants, and we do need to start because we're a little bit over time already. So let's dive into our final competition straight ahead. As said, very warm welcome from me. My name is Marina Venderi, and I'm a Senior Development Associate at Junior Achievement Europe. I've been here for more than 3 years, and I've been in charge of this program. It's been always a big pleasure to hear the ideas from the students, and it's always been a great adventure and journey to see how the ideas are being born. So today is no exception. I'm very happy to see all the students and to meet them in person, to hear from them about their creative, innovative ideas, and also feel the energy in the air. We will start our Blue Challenge by some welcome remarks so that the students can also feel how much we appreciate their time and effort put into this program. We will have 3 wonderful welcome words. First one, of course, comes from our one and only Salvatore Nigro, who is the CEO of Junior Achievement Europe. And of course, without Junior Achievement Europe, I guess this program wouldn't be possible. Unfortunately, Salvatore Nigro is traveling a lot, so he wasn't able to connect, but he has prepared a very nice welcome remark that we are going to hear just now.
Welcome, very distinguished panelists of juries, participants, and guests to the European final competition of the 2024 Blue Challenge program that we have created at JA Europe together with Euronext. I'm very, very grateful to Euronext for giving the opportunities to discover the innovation of the young people. Now, I'm sorry I cannot be there live with you. As you know, in the same exact moment, we are also having so many different finals because we are at the end of the school year. But I really wanted to send you a message because this is an important milestone for JA Europe and for Europe. It is because it's the 4th edition of what was just an idea more than 4 years ago, and now it has become a solid reality. Now a program that is across 9 European, in Belgium, in France, in Ireland, in Italy, in the Netherlands, in Norway, in Portugal, and in United Kingdom, where the secondary school students are engaged and start to get interested about the blue economy. That is so important because the blue economy is addressing global challenges, including sustainable use of ocean resources for economic growth, livelihood improvement, and marine ecosystem preservation, as it is emphasized by the recent UN Ocean Decade Conference hosted just a little bit while ago. And the blue economy represents also an ocean of opportunities and challenges. Opportunities as the European Commission has highlighted in the Blue Investor Report in 2024 that reveal a significant increase in blue economy investments. We are so happy to see that for blue renewable energy, blue tech, and ocean conservation, but also challenge, as the OECD identified that still we have financial challenges that have threatened the subnational blue economy initiative, especially including the sea level rise, floods, coastal erosion, and we are happy to see that at events like in COP27, the Earth Day, we saw more and more alignment of student idea with the global focuses of sustainable. This is important. So the Blue Challenge is an experience for all the young people. I wish I would have had this when I was your age. It is, as the ocean says, an opportunity for open mind, to spark curiosity, to critical thinking for the participants who are definitely addressing such global challenges. So dear students, I really encourage you as an active engagement to present all the solutions and the bright ideas that have been developed throughout the academic career. And we also want to recognize so much all the efforts of those brilliant, creative, and dedicated entrepreneurs.
Indeed. Thank you, Salvatore, virtually. And as you hear, we are very, very open to hear your ideas. And we really wish that this experience is a way for you to spark your curiosity and critical mind towards the most pressing issues that we experience today, climate change, but also ocean sustainability as such. Next onwards, I have Sylvia Andriesen with us. She's the General Counsel at Euronext. And as you know, Blue Challenge program has been co-created with Junior Achievement and Euronext. So the support of Euronext has been absolutely crucial in creating this program and providing this experience with you, as well as linking you to the wonderful mentors that you have met throughout this journey from Euronext. Sylvia, the floor is all yours.
Thank you very much, Marina. I hope you can all hear me properly.
Yes, all is good.
Great. So, dear participants of the Euronext Blue Challenge, I'm so happy to be here today, and not just as a member of the extended board of Euronext with a responsibility for ESG topics, but also as a fellow enthusiast for sustainability and a brighter future for our planet and for our younger generation, like you. And as you gather here, being the winners of your national competitions, you carry with you the hopes and dreams of your mentors, colleagues, teachers who believe in your vision, your dedication, and your ability to make a difference. First and foremost, I want to congratulate each and every one of you. Your journey to this moment has been filled with many hours of hard work, I'm sure, about collaboration and innovation. And winning in your respective country is proof of your talent and your determination. And you should be really proud of what you have achieved so far. But today marks a new chapter in your journey. As you prepare to present your project to the jury and to compete for the European first position, I urge you to embrace this opportunity with courage and conviction. Your project, based on the principles of sustainability and blue economy and aimed at building a better world, hold the power to inspire real change. Whether you are addressing climate change, promoting renewable energy, advocating for biodiversity, or tackling any other pressing issue, your efforts are crucial in shaping the future of our planet. Remember, you are not just participants in a competition, you are agents of change, our hope for the future. Your ideas have the potential to spark innovation, collaboration, and create a follow-on effect that extends far beyond this competition. Each presentation you deliver today is not just an opportunity to showcase your projects and your talents, but a platform to share your vision for a sustainable future. As you stand before the jury, I encourage you to speak from the heart, to be bold in your ideas, and to convey the passion that drives you. Believe in the power of your projects to make a difference, and let that belief guide you through every moment of your presentation. And regardless of the outcome, remember that your impact extends far beyond this competition. In closing, I want to thank each and every one of you for your dedication, your passion, and your commitment to building a better world. The road ahead may be challenging, but I have no doubt that with your talent, your determination, and your vision, you will continue to inspire change and make a lasting impact on our planet. I also want to thank JA Europe for making this journey with Euronext in the Blue Challenge. our entrepreneurship education program. And I hope that together we were able to inspire these future generations about sustainable finance. I wish you all good luck today, and may the spirit of innovation and sustainability guide you every step of the way. We're looking much forward to seeing the presentations.
Thank you very much, Sylvia, for this wonderful words. Indeed, let the spirit of innovation be with us throughout the entire competition today. Last but not least, I would like to invite Klaus Schulze to speak. He represents the European Commission and European institutions in our competition today. And what we really wanted to highlight and stress with his presence today is how the ideas and the passions of the students today are linked to the bigger European agenda, and how what you are doing has also a big value in a policy field. He works in DG Mare, that he will talk more about, as in innovation and investment for blue economy field. And in fact, Klaus was the one who founded Blue Invest initiative, which is an initiative of the EU that provides capital for the ideas within the blue economy to then become full-scale startups. I think this is a great guiding star and a roadmap for you to see the potential of your ideas becoming more than just an idea in a few years. So Klaus, the floor is all yours. We are very excited to hear from you.
Yes, thank you, Marina, and thank you, Sylvia, for these nice words, and fellow jury members and students. It's a pleasure to be here. Let me first congratulate you. GA Europe, which I just learned, stands for Junior Achievement, so it's a great name. And Euronext for this wonderful initiative, and thank you for inviting us to be part of the jury. Ocean health, innovative ocean technologies, and entrepreneurship, as well as ocean literacy, are part of our DNA at DG Mare. DG Mare stands for, is short for Directorate General for Maritime Affairs and Fisheries at the European Commission. So we are the policy department at the EU Commission that's dealing with the oceans. During the past decade, we've made quite great strides in pushing the ocean agenda and the transition to a sustainable blue economy at the EU and of course also at the international level. And I'm sure you're certainly aware of all the activities, particularly as concerns, impact investment and, international treaties and the transition and the Green Deal. So I'm hopeful that, this drive will continue with force also after the European elections, which are now coming. And they will have a hugely important impact, not only on the kind of political steer of the EU institutions for the next 5 years, but they have a lot of impact on your future, which is really at stake at this election. So let me also use this platform for those who can already vote, for making sure you participate in this important exercise. At Mare, we know that new ocean technologies and solutions are key to tackle our pressing environmental problem and drive the green and digital transformation. But there is no innovation without entrepreneurship, which is the motor that helps to transform our market-oriented economies and societies. And having a good idea is easy, as they say, but getting it to the market and making a successful business out of it is the hard part. That's why the ecosystem is so important. The incubators, accelerators, the support and funding schemes, whether they're at national or local level or at the European level. And I'm glad that Salvatore mentioned already the Blue Invest initiative. We have made quite a name for us in the past 6 years since we started to develop this, and we have helped hundreds of innovative SMEs and startups. Obviously, they are a little bit more mature than what you're going to present us today, because it's quite a journey with their business success. We've helped them with their business success, providing customized coaching, fundraising support, matching them with investors, and helping them to commercialize their innovations or to grow their business. Together with our partners at the European Investment Bank, we are also very active in supporting the build out of a dedicated venture capital ecosystem for blue economy innovators in Europe. So if you can bring your business idea further, you will find investors who are ready to take the risk and invest in your idea. Of course, you don't become an entrepreneur overnight. It's a journey. It can be long, and you have to learn many lessons. So you better start young and learn how to create an investable business plan, how to pitch your idea, raise funds, and how to connect to those who can help you realize the ambition. One of the reasons we created Blue Invest was there's a lot of good ideas out there. There's a lot of great technologies. We're technology leaders in Europe, but we don't always have the entrepreneurial, the business capacity to get this to the market. So this is where there's a clear failure here. And so a lot of businesses, they still have to learn that even if they're technically sound, but the entrepreneurship part is something that you have to live. And this is why I think this initiative is fantastic. It gets you started on this journey. It also supports ocean literacy, which is the understanding, as you know, of our influence on the ocean and how humanity is connected and interacting in all these complex ways with the ocean and the water cycle, which is another of the objectives of the European Commission to enhance that understanding in the general population. So no matter what the outcome of today's competition is, you have already won a prize. This is a great experience, a great learning experience, and hopefully the beginning of a journey that will lead you to entrepreneurial success and to making a positive difference in the world. So good luck with your endeavors, and I'm really excited to, can't wait to hear your pitches today. Thank you.
Thanks a lot, Klaus. A lot of links for the future of the students. I think that was also very inspirational to see how much potential there is in the future if you decide to stay within the blue economy. Thank you very, very much. Now, we are finally moving to the part where we hear the students speak. But before I present the jury panel, because they are going to be the important people of today who are not only going to pinpoint some critical questions and challenge our students, but also encourage them to think more outside the box. But they are also going to be the ones who will determine who the winner of the European competition is. Let me present the panel of juries very quickly. We have Marianne Alders with us, who is also a chairwoman. She's a communications manager at Euronext. Hello, Marianne. If you can just wave into the camera so the students see you and remember your face. We have David Leblanche, who is a senior innovation and strategy expert at Euronext. Hi, David. Thank you for being with us. Next onwards, Duncan Higgins, who is the CEO of the Sustainable Trading. Hi, Duncan. Thank you for being with us today. Klaus Schulze, we just heard from you. Very nice to have you on board. Lara Gulevich, who is an ocean policy officer at the Worldwide Fund for Nature and the EU office here in Brussels. Hello. Thank you very much for being with us today as well. And last but not least, Anne Seidler, who is a junior marine policy officer at the Seas at Risk, an NGO that is also based here in Brussels and works closely with the policy. So today, we are talking about a big challenge that students have been working for one academic year. The challenge itself is to create an innovative business idea that improves the environmental sustainability of the communities in which it operates that are closely related to the ocean, sea, and water. We want to know that not to limit the students' creativity, we have allowed a broad range of topics to be touched upon, and we want to see how the ocean literacy is also woven into the larger topic of climate change. Thus, we do allow different solutions to be present today here, also the ones that are linked with circular economy, with decrease in consumption, and might not necessarily have a straightforward link to the ocean, but are actually, in fact, connected to the circularity of the water in the ecosystem we live in today. This is the judging criteria that our distinguished panel of juries will be judging the ideas upon. We will be looking into the problem solving, into the innovation of the idea presented, into the business model, how viable it is from the financial perspective, whether there is a demo solution or a prototype, what are the financial literacy points addressed within the presentation, and of course, the link of the idea towards the climate change. As a prize for our European competition, the winning team will receive a big trophy from the Euronext headquarters, which is done from actually recyclable plastic from the ocean, which is quite a nice gesture, as well as a special experience from the local Euronext headquarters to meet with the senior management to pitch their idea and to visit the location of Euronext. As well, there's going to be another part of the prize. The winning team will get a prize or a service of a value of 500 euros to help their idea move forward. So it can be either some technological aspect, it might be a course for the entire team to get their knowledge further on certain topics, anything that is linked towards pushing their idea forward and keeping them engaged with their solution that they have presented. So now the big moment starts. Breathe in, breathe out, teams. Here's the presentation order. Today we are going to hear from you and we can't wait. As you've been notified before, you have 3 minutes to pitch your idea and then 3 minutes for Q&A with the jury members. It means probably 1 or 2 questions that you will hear from the judges. This is the presentation order, and we will enjoy hearing from all of you. We start with Portugal. I've seen already you connected at 4 p.m., so you were even ahead of time, and I can feel the excitement in the air. So probably without further ado, if there are no questions, if there are no other points to raise, I guess we can officially kick off and start our European final. And I'm inviting Portugal. Are there any questions?
Yes, we have a prototype to show, and as it's needed, though we are big in the computer, we yesterday we talked to the.
I am notified. I will stop the presentation. Yes, so that you can show.
And our presentation only begins when Mathilde stops talking, and we will show you a paper so you can put the presentation, please, because we are going with our prototype.
Great. You can also tell me you can now shut down the presentation, so then we are all aligned. Is that fine? Yes. Perfect. It's great to see you. Well, you're ready to have taken the floor from me. So oil away, Portugal. It's very nice to see you. I give you the floor. You have 3 minutes and I am timing you here. So I will gently interrupt you if you go over 3 minutes. The floor is all yours.
So hello, we are Oil Away, a student mini company from Portugal who's dedicated to developing a groundbreaking product aimed at addressing the critical issue of ocean oil pollution. As you all know, when oil leaks into the ocean, environmental, economic, and social consequences loom large, making oil leaks the second biggest cause of environmental pollution in aquatic environments. Despite all the measures currently applied to remove these pollutants from the sea, sustainable ones haven't yet been found, since skimmers and barriers are made of polypropylene. So we are fighting petroleum with even more petroleum. But how can we fix this problem in a sustainable and more efficient way?
The solution might be right on top of your head. While I was at the hairdresser, she told me my hair is super oily. I got intrigued by this fact and went looking for an answer. I discovered that oil absorbs 5 times its weight in oil, and therefore it would be an amazing absorbent of oil in the ocean. Let me show you. As you can see, even without the perfect conditions, the air absorbs most of the oil. With that being said, our product consists of a net easily installed on both sides of our boats, made of human or animal hair.
To turn our business idea into a reality, we have 4 more steps. First, we'll establish partnerships with hairdressers and vets in which we'll offer a bin where all the hair is collected. Afterwards, the hair...
You're muted. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
It will be turned into mats. The first step will be to establish contact with ocean cleaning companies that, equipped with our oil-away mats, will sweep all the oil from the ocean. Finally, we will collect the mats after their use, and they'll be cleaned with the use of oil-consuming microorganisms, a green reaction that causes no pollutants. Clean mats will come out, on the other hand, ready to be used again, making our process 100% circular.
Now let's talk business. To ensure our financial...
You're on mute again.
8,000 euros. That will cover our 4 main bullet points that needed to create Oil Away: producing, collecting, implementing, and recycling. The production will present almost no cost since we have entered in contact with Matter of Trust, a company that uses mats of hair to sweep oil from the roads, and is willing to give free milling machines to companies with the same values, such as Oil Away. There is another big investment in the 3rd year to keep up with our sales, but since we expect to get full return because of our circularity, we expect a profit of around 150,000 euros by the end of the 3 years. With all that being said, choosing Oil Away is for sure the right call, since our goal lies in saving the ocean by using a renewable and sustainable resource, hair. So join us in this fight and sail away with Oil Away.
Perfect. Thank you very much. You're right on time. That was very interesting, especially seeing the experiment. I usually donate my hair, but next time I'll do it, I'll ship it just to you, so it's used for a good cause. Great, thank you very much. Then it's the time for Q&A. Are there any jury members that would like to go first? I see Klaus has raised his hand, so please ask a question.
Well, first of all, this was a great and enthusiastic presentation, so you did well. Fantastic. I've actually recently just read an article about this. You identify a real problem here and a great solution. And I did read an article, I think it was in CNN, about a nonprofit organization in San Francisco. I think they're called Matter of Trust. They're using this already. And I don't exactly know what the business model is, but it struck me. I mean, I'm reading a lot of things, but that struck me as a great solution. So I was just wondering, are you aware of this? Have you looked at this? What is this something you're transferring from America to Europe, or what is your unique kind of sales point? Your unique kind of sales point on this with regard to other solutions out there? And have you thought about production and pricing, and who would be your clients? Thank you.
Okay, so in what matters to Matter of Trust, we have reached contacts with that company, and they are they don't have a patent, so other companies can use this same technology, and their goal is to clean the oil from the roads, and we want to surpass this technology to apply it to the ocean itself. And we have reached contacts, and they are willing to give us free machines, as we said in our pitch. I don't know if it was muted at the time. And they give free needling machines that are machines we need to produce the hairs. And they are willing to have a partnership with us.
In exchange, we just have to give them 5% of our profit from selling these hair mats, and they will send us the needling machines without any cost. And they just ask us to, when we stop using the machines, to return them. And from our clients, we are expecting to reach contact with
ocean cleaning companies.
Yes, exactly. Because our product, since it's green and uses a renewable resource such as hair, our mat will be 10 times cheaper
than skimmers that are already being used, as we said before, made of plastic. So it's kind of useless.
The skimmers are about 10,000 euros, and we are looking for 800 euros with the installation made by us, because since skimmers and our mats are the same way installed, it's easy to apply to those ocean cleaning companies.
Great, thank you for this answer. I can in any way get you in touch with my friend Ruben Ayras at the Forum Oceano in Lisbon, who's who's one of the big movers in the Portuguese blue economy, as a former state secretary. And we can get in touch via Marina, and I'll get you in touch with him. I'm sure that will be great help.
I like your enthusiasm. Thank you. We don't have time for another question, but it's great to hear from you. Very well thought through, and congratulations. It's been really great to hear from you.
Thank you.
We have to move forward, and what I do, I would like to remind everyone that it would really help us if you use the naming convention used in the chat. So if every team puts the name of their country and then the name of the team, that would be great, because it helps us to spotlight you and find you within the crowd of people present today. Also, as a reminder to all the students, it might be helpful if you tell me, please move to the next slide, so I know when to follow your narrative and follow your pitch correctly. Anyways, I see already France is ready. So Sovelo, it's great to see you. The floor is all yours, and the 3 minutes as well. We can't hear you. Can you please unmute yourself? We see you, but we can't hear you.
Hi, thank you so much. Are we?
Hello.
Okay. Hello. We are students from first and final year in the STMG program in our high school, Jeff, in Montpellier. After considering several project ideas, we decided to focus on our main value, the environment, given the damage caused to the nearby rivers and beaches around us. Our mini company is called Sovelo, and it offers a solution to this problem. A product, which is a net, that you can attach behind boats, paddle boats, and even paddles to collect floating debris while you're enjoying leisure time with your friends or family. We have a team of 11 members that is organized according to the different roles: the coordination team, the communication team, the sales team, the finance team, the HR team, and the production team.
So now I'm going to present to you our production process. So we started our first prototype with potato sacks, and then we decided to upgrade our net with an insertion site called GAM, which is where they collect recycled materials like trampoline nets from Decathlon, and so they produce our nets. And so yeah, we got in touch with them, and so they created our final product, which is behind us. And we decided to use a suction cup type of attachment to put on it behind a pedal boat or a boat.
And finally, we did several investigations in nautical bases, and noted that 30% of the bases were interested in being our potential partners. So we have several partnerships. We have Decathlon that is eventually going to be potentially our seller, and they gave us actually the materials like the trampoline net. And through Decathlon, we were able to get the insertion site called GAMS, which assemble the products for us. And we also have the Mairie that encourages us to continue our environmental journey, as well as the lycée that donated 1,000 euros so that we can fund our project.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you. Perfect. Even below 3 minutes. Great to see the prototype as well live. Fantastic. Thank you very much. I see. Oh, hands up. Duncan, I noticed you unmuted yourself last time, so I'm giving you the go now. Please.
Thank you. Yeah, great to see an idea like this for you taking action in your local area. I wanted to ask, have you done any testing of the prototype to see how much rubbish you collect when using it behind a paddleboard or behind a pedalo?
Yes, we did a testing, but in our area, the pedal boat are only open to use mid-May or June and July. So it was difficult for us to really have a professional testing. So we used a paddle to collect some trash, and the net can hold on to 3 kilos of trash.
Okay, fabulous. Thank you.
Great. Thank you. Anne, you had a question as well.
Yes, thank you for this very amazing presentation and obviously a problem that needs solving. My question is, because in my opinion, this kind of net, and really great you already have a prototype, needs to be in every touristic place, in every kind of kayak you are. My question is rather, what's the advantage of having it behind the boat? Because I think it might be tricky to really get something floating directly in there, because it looked like it's rather close to the boat, instead of just picking it up. Because that the net is useful is without doubt. My question is rather if it wouldn't be easier to just pick it directly by hand.
Well, actually, we thought that too in the beginning, but because of the way the water flows, it will lead back to the net. And well, like we said, we did test it out to try to pick up trash and debris in the water. And when we were filming a video for the publicity video, one actually came in all by itself. So it works, and
as you can see, the attachments are long enough, so it can send beauty behind the pedal boat. So maybe with the engine behind, it won't get stuck. And at the same time, the mouth of the prototype is big enough to open in the water so that it can take the trash out and get it in the back of the net. And this is just a prototype. We can always do, there's always room for improvement when it comes to this type of product.
Amazing. Thank you.
Thank you very much, team. It was amazing. So we need to move on to the next team, but once again, merci beaucoup. And we hope to see you soon once the jury has deliberated. So, we have Denmark. We go north. 99 Robotics. Hello, team. It's great to see you. If you're ready, your 3 minutes are starting. We can hear you. And we can see you.
Can you hear us now?
Yes, we can hear you very well, and we can see you very well as well. You can start.
The inland waters are dying. We can revive them, but to do so, we need to start on land.
The chemistry and the biology behind the environmental impact of intensive crop farming are well-known issues. There's nitrogen and nitrate leaching, there are greenhouse gas emissions, and finally, there's the degradation of topsoil and its life-giving microbial life.
Covering an area of 180,000 hectares, maize is the backbone of Denmark's 2,500 dairy farmers' roughage production. With CO2 equivalent emissions at 2.75 tons per hectare and nitrate leaching of 120 kilos per hectare, it's also the most environmentally damaging crop in Danish agriculture.
The reason why maize is so harsh on the environment is easy to spot in the landscape. Dead stubble fields. Farmland without plant cover, especially during fall, causes a critical amount of greenhouse gas emissions and leaching of nitrogen and nitrate. Next slide, please.
However, winter cover crops can keep the nitrogen that's causing environmental problems in the soil, but it requires an economic incentive and new technologies. The Green Tax Reform provides the first, and our Klimarobot makes the previously impossible possible. It is designed around its core task, sowing climate-protecting winter cover crops at the right time, in the right place. It can therefore work autonomously and in swarms in between the rows of maize. It sows with maximum precision and can work 24/7 to utilize the short window in August for timely sowing, all by combining already existing technologies.
Denmark's nitrate leaching must be reduced from 60,000 tons to 38,000 tons annually to meet EU's requirements. Maize production has a total nitrate leaching of 21,500 tons. By establishing highly efficient winter cover crops in the fields over winter, our Klimarobot can remove at least half of the leaching. That's an annual reduction of 10,750 tons, corresponding to 50% of the required national reduction. Next slide, please. With our Klimarobot, we can revolutionize maize farming, reducing its CO2 equivalent emissions by 36% and the nitrate leaching by 50%, restoring the health of Europe's inland waters and topsoil. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you very much. And I see the prototype sitting right next to you. Amazing. That's really cool to see some robotics involved. Marianne, please, you have a question. Go ahead.
Well, not one. I have plenty of questions. I'm so impressed, and especially because you're able to include so much technology, modern technologies like AI. So very impressed overall. But I was wondering, in terms of pricing and in terms of finance, what I was missing was an overview of, for instance, production cost involved and when you will will you have the feeling that you will reach the break-even point? What about your profit? Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yes. So the unit cost per robot is around 7,000 euros. And we do not sell the robot to the farmers. We sell the service of planting cover crops. So for every hectare or for every ton of CO2 equivalent we remove, we have a price of 750 Danish crowns, around 100 euros, which is the based on the Danish tax reform on CO2 emissions. So the break-even point is around when we have sown 1,500 hectares of maize.
Okay. And when are you going to reach it? Do you know already?
Currently, our plan for the future is to sow at least 700 hectares in the summer of 2025, and hopefully reach over the 1,500 hectares in the summer of 26.
Amazing and ambitious. I love it. There's also a question from Laura. We'll have time for another question. So Laura, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you very much for your presentation. And yeah, indeed, it's very innovative, and we can see that the prototype is like quite advanced. Would it be this robot that would go on the crop, the one that you have on the table?
Say again, excuse me.
Is this robot that will go to the crops? Your microphone's a bit off, Laura. We hear a bit of an echo, but that's fine. I heard the question. So the question was whether this is the robot that will go on the crops that you're having on your table now.
So this right here is a smaller prototype used to show off the technology in the AI and otherwise software. And this robot right here is the prototype for the full-size robot that will run on tracks and with battery modules and seeding modules. So it's this size robot that will run in the fields.
And it's basically just taking the technology from this robot and transferring and wiring it correctly in this robot. And we have a
fully functional
robot.
Amazing. Thank you very much. Thank you, Klaus. I won't be able to take your question because we're at the 3 minutes, so we have to move on to the next team. But fantastic hearing from you and nice meeting you. 99 Robotics. Moving further, I am taking everyone south again to Italy to hear from Ocean Red JA team. Ciao, buongiorno. If you are ready, the floor is yours. Great.
Good afternoon, everyone. We are 4 students from the Technical High School Tannoia in Corato from Italy. Our company is Ocean Red, and this is our team. The problems that our company aims at solving are very challenging. The main one is the climate change that is caused by the increasing use of fossil fuels and increase of deforestation. This is why every day we face with the ocean acidification and, beside this, the deoxygenation. Some consequences are the calcification of coral, shellfish, and oysters, the reduction of fish production that causes the revenues reduction, and finally the alteration of chemical signals that are useful for the hunting and reproduction of marine species. In the last years, the carbon dioxide in the sea has increased because the pH has decreased. Next, please.
So what is our solution to increase the pH? Our solution is the cultivation of a red galladium seaweed in the sea. We made a 3D model of a red seaweed. The red seaweed can absorb 10 tons per year per hectare of carbon dioxide, so you need 50k seaweeds, and it produces oxygen through the photosynthesis process. This reduces CO2 and increases the level of pH from 7 to 8. The use of an algovoltaic system will produce more energy, and the monitor in the sea will detect the level of the sea acidification. We have also created an app and a website to involve the community and increase environmental awareness. This will guarantee more jobs for the economic well-being of the community. Next, please.
The total investments amounts to 61K, of which 11K from shareholders' contribution and 50K from public and European funds. This amount is distributed as follows: basic infrastructure, startup costs, expenditure, equipment and marketing, and so on. In the first year, the economic result will be around 2K. In the second year, 14K, and the third year, 23K. This investment plan is designed to install a pilot plant in Puglia, in the south of Italy, from Manfredonia to Brindisi, which corresponds to 1 hectare.
The Ocean Red project has 7 milestones to be reached in 17 months.
And so now, why choose us? Our company is going to guarantee more environmental sustainability thanks to our Gelidium seaweed, more development of marine resources thanks to decreasing of acidification, more technological innovation thanks to our sensor, our website, and our app. And in conclusion, our project is competitive because we cost less than other companies.
Ocean Red, redefining sustainability for future generations.
Thank you so much. Just 3 minutes. Wonderful. This looks really, really great, and I'm happy to see your prototype as well. Oh, Klaus, you're so active. I love that. Please shoot your question at the team.
Oh, thanks for this great pitch. This type of, regenerative mariculture is, of course, crucial to restore ocean health, and seaweed is one of the solutions that we are really trying to push. But there is an issue here because the business model is not always clear. The question is about, what kind of revenue stream do you have for investors to be interested in this? That's the one problem. So you need usually a lot of kind of public support for this. So my question is, have you thought about this business model more in detail? Who would pay for this? Who would be your clients? And how would you partner up with organizations to make sure you can actually use part of the oceans to regenerate the seaweed that's being destroyed not only by pollution but also by traditional fisheries, etc.? Thank you.
We will have many partners. For example, Casillo Group, also Apulia Quindi, that collaborates with Andriani, a company that is situated in Gravina di Puglia. Also, we will have some clients, for example, the consumers of seaweed and also research institutions to make research in the field of biology science.
Great. I hope that answered the question.
Yeah, I mean, financials, I think we still need to see a bit more, but otherwise, yes, thank you.
Great. We move to Marianne's question, and I also see David, so I hope to, if you go very quick, Marianne,
I'm going to do it very quick. Brilliant presentation as well. You're now focusing on the Italian market. Did you also think for future endeavors about upscaling in terms of other countries?
Yes, because we have studied other sea and air conditions. For example, we have discovered the Duse algae, an algae that is available in other sea, for example, in the North Sea. So before install our platform, we will study the conditions of the sea. So our platform isn't an intensive cultivation, so it respects the habitat and the animals.
Great, thank you very much. But things have to start from Puglia, great place of Italy. Thank you, David.
Yes, thank you very much, and thanks a lot for the presentation. I had a quick question on the app that you showed a little bit. What's the main use for it? Is it to allow anyone to potentially invest and see the results of your project, or I just wanted a bit more detail?
It is an important part of our project because thanks to our app, people can enter the value of pH and then they discover the level of CO2 and the situation for fish. For example, lethal for fish, dangerous for fish, annoying for fish, etc. Also in the app, there is a link to our website where there are a list of people that have contributed a lot. So we guarantee your visibility. Also, there is a possibility to contribute with our project because people can choose a contribution. For example, £5 each month, £5 now. And we can guarantee to people that contributed with us some gadgets, t-shirts, tickets, etc.
Thank you.
Thank you. Very, very detailed. I love it. Thank you so much. We have to move on to the next team. And now we are moving to Ireland. See you later. Hello. If you're ready, you can start.
Perfect, thank you. So my name's Quiva.
My name's Evelyn.
And my name's Kayla. And our project is See You Later, a naturally made fake tan remover.
Our mission statement is empowering individuals to embrace their natural beauty by harnessing the power of the ocean. Our mission is to provide a gentle, effective tan remover infused with nutrient-rich seaweeds, offering a sustainable solution that rejuvenates and replenishes the skin. We aim to inspire people to embrace their natural beauty through the wonders of the ocean. Next slide, please.
We're in a school where a lot of our pupils wear fake tan, and we've seen it all, the good and the bad. So we decided to come up with a solution to combat those not so good tan days. We created a naturally made fake tan remover that includes several ingredients you can find at your local beach. The three main ingredients are seaweed, sand, and water. Other ingredients include olive oil, tea tree oil, and neroli oil. These are all beneficial to the skin and help you prepare your skin for your next application of tan. Our target audience is anyone who wears fake tan, especially people around our age, as we feel that we can relate to them the most. As a team of 3 young girls who wear tan on the regular basis, we find it easy to relate to this product.
Kayla will now go through a quick demonstration of our product with you. She will start by wetting her skin, as our product is designed to be used in the shower. You then can apply the tan remover like any normal exfoliating scrub and just work in circular motions on your arm. Once you have it exfoliated, you can simply remove with a cloth and your tan will be gone.
Next slide, please. So our tan remover jars cost €2.28 to make, and we are selling them for €6.99. This leaves us with a profit of €4.71. As you can see, in March we had 98 sales, which mostly came from a St. Patrick's Day market, and we had 41 sales in April, which gives us a total sales of 139. Our income so far is €971.61, and our expenses are €328.32. So far we have made a profit of €643.29. As you can see here on the right, this is the cost of materials per unit. We also incorporate lots of the sustainable development goals into our project. We had goal 3, goal 6, goal 9, goal 13, and goal 14. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Amazing. I mean, it was mind-blowing to see the tan go so much. Amazing, really. I am blown away, but I guess I'm the target audience. Great. Anna, I see you have a question too. You probably were mind-blown as well. Please.
Yes, thanks for that demonstration. I think that's really cool to see and shows that it's showing. I have actually a number of questions, but I will start with the first one. Why should anyone buy your product and not just go to their local beach and do it with the recipe you've just shown us with the seaweed? The second one is that I saw on your presentation that you named seaweed is for free, which I think maybe needs to be changed if you want to upscale, because at some point it probably goes beyond your collection. And the most important question for me is, if I use this product in the shower, the fake tan will still go in the water, right? So we still have the toxins of the fake tan in the water, correct?
Correct. But it's the same as any regular shower that you would have, where all of your soap and toxins still go down the drain. And as this will not affect it because the product itself is all naturally made. It's just the same tan that will come off when you shower normally. And in regards to your first question, as our product is like pre-made, it saves people the hassle and it's quite affordable in our opinion. So it's not a huge expense for people, and it completely cuts out people having to go to the beach because we gathered our seaweed, we dried it and we ground it
to make it into a powder. And then we filtered our sand to get only the fine grains of sand. So there was no big rocks or anything in it. And then we mixed our oils with the olive oil as a base oil and then added it in and added our water. So it is quite a long process. It's not just kind of throwing it all in and mixing it together. So it is more user-friendly to just buy our product. And sorry, would you mind reminding me of your second question?
Costing.
Oh, the seaweed costing, sorry. At the moment, we are in a part of Ireland where we are not too close to beaches. It's about 45 minutes to our closest beach. But in that area, then there is many beaches spread widely around. So we've had no issues in collecting seaweed for free as of yet. But if that does become an issue when we upscale, then we would have to change that.
Thank you so much. Amazing presentation.
Great. Great. Marianne, are you
Yes.
interested as well?
Yeah. Well, I don't use spray tan, but I do use brown in a bottle, as I like to refer to it. So I was a big fan from the beginning. So well done, girls. Two questions. I love the fact that you use a glass jar as a package material. Did you also think about the possibilities of recycling and thus cleaning cost involved, etc., refilling it? And I don't know how many, how much would you need to do your entire body, especially if you do your entire body in terms of spray tanning? And did you then think about different sizes of packaging?
So at the moment, we have our glass jars here. We chose glass because a lot of skincare products use single-use plastic, and we're trying to limit that in our economy. So our jars are completely sustainable and reusable. And one jar here at this size would get you between 5 and 6 full uses of your entire body, if you don't like overuse, obviously. And we were thinking of starting with smaller sizes, say like sample sizes where you'd get one use, but we haven't brought that out properly yet, but it is something we're interested in because a lot of people could be kind of still skeptical about it. So we'd like to get like a sample size. And sorry, at the moment, the jars are our most expensive in terms of making our product. So we were thinking that if people say could bring their jars back to us and we would refill it to them at a reduced price.
Great, perfect. It's so simple. You don't need that much technology to make a change. Well done.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much, girls. Amazing presentation. We need to move to the next team. So next onwards, we have Norway. So traveling a bit more north. Pang Dom UB, are you with us?
Yes, can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you and we can see you very well. So if you're ready, the 3 minutes are yours.
Is the sound level okay?
Yes, yes. I think that's fine. Great.
Hello, we are Pungdom Yubbe, and we are Francis, Katie, Celine, Hedda, and Theodore. And we have a flat organizational structure. We and our environmental movement, Pungdommen, are together a value network which engages young people, customers, and partners in nature restoration missions. The problem is that the Oslofjord and the Europe's coastal waters are dying.
Our solutions are sea skirts and other filtration species. The habitats filter nitrogen and nutrients in a cost-effective, innovative, and sustainable manner. We select filtration options based on ecosystem and local biodiversity across Europe. Dark blue is the sea skirt habitat, orange is the harvested product, and our filtration habitats are scalable and simple to deploy. Each sea skirt hotel filters 2.5 milliliters of water every 3 months.
Our prototypes are the inputs, raw materials, deployment, harvesting, and maintenance, and the outputs are filtration and reuse through 8 circular prototype steps. Our sustainable circular economy makes us unique. Stages 1 to 5 are marine utility gardens, and 6 to 8 are reuse harvesting. Next, please.
Next slide,
Next
please.
slide.
Yes.
Our BI value configuration is a value network with primary activities of marketing, service offerings, and infrastructure operations. Sustainability goals 12, 13, and 14 are linked to our 3 core activities. Therefore, we had to develop 5 of 6 innovation types. Our competitors are mainly one product value chains.
Our customer segments are sea owners, administrators, social entrepreneurs, and recycling partners. We scale first pilots, then the Oslofjord, then Northern Europe, Southern Europe, and globally. We depend on achieving critical mass through customer, mentor, and partner hunting. We are now looking for mentors within crossing the chasm, scale-ups, and scalings, both within MVP minimum viable product pivoting and within advanced financial models. We have overcome early stage barriers and must now solve challenges related to rapid growth. Willingness to pay is shown through our co-competitor for filtration habitats Marea and for harvesting Pronufa. Next, please. Next slide, please. Financial targets for Pungdom UB are profitable sales of filtration habitats as well as recycled habitat mass. Spring 2024 is our pilot and sales period. If we succeed with critical network mass, we scale up in autumn. Financial targets for Pungdom UB for Pungdomen are membership growth and zero profit support for nature voluntary work, coastal cleanups, and awareness campaigns. Our most important goal is proof of concept for our entire value network via our pilots and pivoting MVP prototypes. Our first year income statement is bottom left.
We've been on national television twice, and yesterday we met with the Norwegian climate minister. We won the national JI championship with 2,500 youth companies, and we were funded 37,000 kroners. Pungdom UB aims to mobilize and activate Pungdomen through support coordinated by Oslofjord councils. We are working on growth plans with co-opetition partners by Pungdomen for the future. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Great, thank you very much. I also see you've prepared the prototype and you have it with you. Looks great. I also love how you think Europe-wide. So very ambitious. Good job. I see two questions from jury. So Duncan, please, your question.
Thanks for the presentation. And using Sea Squirt hotels seems like a really innovative way to reduce nitrogen. Have you done any testing yourselves to see how much nitrogen is removed from the water and the benefits created? And then who are you selling to and how much are you selling something for?
I think the team disappeared.
We lost them.
I think they probably pressed the wrong button. Happens to me. We can wait for them to be back. Because that's a shame. Let me see if they're connecting. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe your question was just too difficult, Duncan.
It was a crucial question. Maybe we can continue and loop them in later, because this was really a key question.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I don't know what happened there, but maybe we move to the next team, and then if they're back, I just give them a few minutes after the next team has presented. Does that sound like a deal? Okay. Liz, so my team, please help me see. Oh yeah, they're actually back. They're back. I see them joining. We should see them in a minute. Hello, team. Welcome back.
Sorry, we don't know what happened.
No problem.
Out Sea Squirt hotels across the Oslo fjord with many different places. This is a seasonal product, so we haven't had the time to test since it would take till next year to test with proper equipment.
But there's a lot of research done on this, and we have seen a master's thesis that's writing about this, and this is also there's also really research in Denmark and Sweden. So yes.
Yeah. And proved through our competition.
And the second part of my question was sort of what are you selling? Who are you selling to? And what are you charging them for?
So we are selling to the boat owners or sea owners and marine owners that wants to improve their water quality, and also people who has their own beaches that wants to improve the water quality around their beaches.
Basically, also the government or anyone that's like interested in getting the better water quality. So we the product we sell is the Sea Squirt hotels. It's basically a rope and like
it's a service. And as 99 Robotics mentioned, there's a new EU regulations which make this relevant for government, and they have to invest to reduce nitrogen use.
We sell them for 2,400 krona, which is equivalent to about 200 euros.
That's included like setting it out for them and checking in on it, and then at the end of the season harvesting them for them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Laura, do you have a quick question? I hope.
Yes, I
We
hope
need
my
to-
sound's
okay.
better.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's better now.
Great. Great. Thanks very much for your idea, team. And I really like the idea that it's like kind of nature-based solution to filtrate the nitrogen from the fjord. And that is very much so relate to your local situation. And my question is about the awareness campaign that you want to do. I wonder, how do you want to link this then with your products? And what do you want to achieve basically with these campaigns?
We are a two-part based company. We have a commercial side and a social side, and we use the campaigns to gain customers and spread awareness, because a big part of the problem is then not enough people knowing about the problem with the Oslo Fjord, and we're now focusing on the Oslo Fjord. We're then scaling up, because this is then a problem we've seen throughout the whole of Northern Europe and also in Southern Europe. So we then want to scale up so it can be used for the whole of Europe.
And our social campaign is about, we spread awareness, we have different kind of campaigns, and we also like clean the sea, clean the beaches, and have these kind of workshops where we teach teenagers to like make the sea squirt hotels together with us.
And we are 150 members per now.
And we're getting them funding through external funders, and then we'll have the goal to then going zero. So we're not trying to make money off these campaigns, we're just trying to spread awareness.
But that helps our commercial side
as well.
Of course, that's
Impressive. Thank you.
impressive. Thank you, Laura, for your questions. Really impressive. 150 members. Congratulations. Keep on great work, team. We need to move further to the next team, and next we have Belgium, Game of Tides. Belgium, are you here?
Yes. Hello.
Hello. We see you very well, and I think we hear you very well as well. So if you're ready, the floor is all yours.
We're ready. So we are Game of Tides, and we decided to make a card game, that would offer awareness against overfishing, because we found that it was a big problem that we didn't hear much about on a day-to-day basis. And so we decided to make people more aware.
Yes. We made the card game to touch a maximum number of people, because it's a fun and educative way to teach about overfishing. The whole concept of the game is linked to this practice through some cards. So I'm gonna quickly explain the rules. The goal of the game is to gather a whole family of marine animals from 5 families that are actually concerned by overfishing, like turtles and whales, trying to escape certain attack cards, like the fishing net, which is a major actor of the overfishing. Today, we have the Belgian final of our mini startups. That's why the numbers we have now are not really relevant anymore. We sold more than 80 games. We're about at 85. Our social part got to about 850 euros, and we have 39 cooperators. Our whole chiffre d'affaires is more than 1,000 euros. So that's for our financial part. Now, for the money we make, the benefits that we make will be used in a certain way that we'll talk about a little later. So next slide, please.
So we thought that our game won't touch a lot of people, so we decided to start an awareness campaign on our social media, such as Instagram and TikTok. You can also find us on our websites. And so, as you might have seen, we are dressed as fishmongers, but we don't sell fishes. We don't offer fishes, but we offer awareness.
Now, yeah, we don't need the PowerPoint anymore. A little last thing, because it happened after we made the PowerPoint. We got into contact and collaboration with WWF in Belgium, and we will give them the remaining stocks of our game, our intellectual property, and all the benefits we make from the game to this association that works well with what
we stand for.
What we stand for, yes.
Great, congratulations. I see we have a representative of WWF with us. So I guess a huge thank you word will follow as well from Laura. It's great. I love the name, Think Like a Fish. Great idea. And I should stock up for my kids with this game. Great. Anna, you had a question. You had your hands up when the team was speaking. Please ask your question.
Yes, thank you very much. I think it's an awesome idea and also a great pitch. And already one of my questions is almost answered, because I wanted to ask where you want to market this and if NGOs, for example, are not a good place. Because, for example, I was also thinking, oh, this would be something nice to, after the EU elections, for example, give to MEPs. So if you have thought of this, so obviously have. And my second question relates a bit more to the content, because I feel like you say it's about overfishing, but the game, as I understood it, looks a bit more like it's tackling bycatch. So any species that was not intended to be caught in the first place, while overfishing would be we just fish too much. That's just something I wanted to make you aware of, that we need to be a bit careful with the wording there, and maybe rename to bycatch more, because I feel this is a bit more what the game is about. But other than that, great presentation.
So I'm gonna answer the second question first. It is true that we talk a lot about bycatch, but our main objective was overfishing, and bycatch and other problems like shark finning are things we talk about in our games, in our game, and on our social media. So we link it all in overfishing, but actually we do it in French, and in French it's called pêche intensive, and all these bycatch and shark finning and overfishing is like all in one word. So for us it was the whole problematic.
Okay, thank you.
Great, thank you. David, you have also a question, please.
Yes, thank you very much, and thank you for the presentation and showing the card game. I was wondering if included in the game you have a few cards that also explain to people what they can do if they want to get involved with this and sort of themselves act. Obviously, buying the game already is an action from them, but to explain to them how to do more.
Well, actually, we don't have that yet, but we, as he said, we use our social media to kind of make people more aware, and we encourage people that come to us at our
selling point,
sales to go see our social media to get more information and know what they might be doing wrong and what they should maybe change in their habits.
Okay, thank you very much.
Great, thank you. I see also the potential of turning it into an app later on if there's an interest. So fantastic job. Thank you very much, and congratulations on the success and today's national finals you have in Belgium. Thank you for connecting. We are moving further, and next onwards we have Hestia team from the United Kingdom. Hello, Hestia.
Hi, can you hear us?
Yes, we see you, we hear you, everything's fine. So if you're ready, go.
Hello, everyone. We are Hestia, a sustainable and environmentally friendly company that specializes in producing high-quality, ocean-friendly friendship bracelets. Did you know that ever since the Taylor Swift Eras Tour, there has been 300% boost in sale of friendship bracelets? However, 99% of those sold in concerts are made entirely out of plastic. Therefore, it's contributing greatly to both climate change and pollution. As such, we saw a gap in the market that allowed our product to be both lucrative and beneficial to the environment. So the problem is obvious. There's a saturated market for unsustainably made bracelets, contributing to increasing amount of non-biodegradable plastic in the ocean. What solution have we got? Well, Hestia is producing friendship bracelets that are 100% handmade from natural stones. What's even better is that you will never find two bracelets that look the same, making this a very unique and heartwarming gift. We wish to add a sense of human touch into the overly commercialized market of bracelets, which was intended to symbolize friendship and kindness. We emphasize environmental friendliness as well as inclusiveness, and we have designed a series of bracelets under the themes blue and earth. And these are on my left hand, and they have adjustable knots. And they all have powerful words written on them or charms to protect the environment. And in addition, we have made bracelets of the color of pine flags to support the LGBTQ plus community. On our PowerPoint, you can also see photos of the morph bracelet that were sold.
Next slide, please. So in terms of finance and marketing, we spent around £40 on materials for bracelet production, and we made 90 bracelets, which gave us production costs of 44 pence per bracelet. We currently have no labor costs, but we plan to start paying wages to expand our production. With 76 bracelets sold within 10 weeks, this gives us £222 of profit after an initial £40 investment. We've achieved an over 500% return on investment. Our approach to promoting sustainability is to raise awareness through our bracelets, which are a very popular consumer product. We believe that public awareness is the key to mobilizing the global economy to take action against environmental damage. And obviously, our product itself also embodies sustainability since it's made from sustainable materials. To market our product and to spread our message, we designed a poster and sent it to our entire school via our school email system. We're in the process of launching a website and starting various social media pages to raise awareness of our product even outside of our school and to reach a global network. We're estimating a potential weekly sales of a minimum of 19 bracelets or £64 per week in income. And if we continue to make 90 bracelets per £40 spent, this gives us a minimum income of £300 and profits of at least £260 for every 90 bracelets sold.
Next slide, please. So we noticed that many of the bracelets found in concert events have plastic elements that not only damage the environment, but polluting the ocean. We take pride in not packaging our product to not only eliminate the packaging cost aspect, but to say no to plastic. We use high quality raw materials sourced from eco-friendly suppliers that meet the EU environmental requirement standards. By raising awareness of environmental degradation, we are addressing the root of the problem, which is the lack of care that many people have for the environment. Finally, we are donating 10% of our profits to Sussex Underwater, a charity to stop trawling in the UK. Thank you for listening. We are Hestia from the UK.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Amazing. I love how you also made the link with Taylor Swift, because indeed every concert I go to, you always get either bracelet or something that you then just dump into trash, and it's all made of plastic. I think you have a huge potential also to collaborate with some celebrities for their upcoming tours in the UK. So look into that as well. Great idea. Marianne, you have a question, please go ahead.
Yes, complete. Well, you're actually taking words right out of my mouth, because I love the fact that you're using an accelerator, a person like Taylor Swift as a as someone to base an idea on. I'm wondering, because Taylor Swift, she's hot and happening. She's probably going to be so for the coming while as well. But how can you make sure that your idea is truly sustainable? What if Taylor Swift is not on stage in 10 years, for instance? And I'm very curious about the production, because you're talking about 76 bracelets, up to 90 bracelets per week. They are handmade. What are the possibilities to increase the entire production of these bracelets?
So in terms of the Taylor Swift question, even before she was a celeb, even before her fame made these bracelets so popular, there's always been a market that existed for children to buy friendship bracelets. So obviously we're just using that to launch our growth, but in the long term, we think it's going to be as sustainable as it was before. And in terms of the question about how we're going to expand production, so we've already carried out a little bit of the division of labor. So we've split up our production process. We have people tying up strings. We have people putting the beads on individual bracelets. And then we have people putting them together And so hopefully that's going to increase our productivity. And so that's why we want to start paying wages to more people so we can make that process even more efficient.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Yeah. And friendships is here to stay. So hopefully your bracelets will as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Otherwise, they'll have to go into the virtual, you know, the kind of the virtual reality, and then you have the virtual reality bracelets. And you keep the mission of environmental sustainability. Okay, Duncan, you have a question as well, please.
Yeah, thank you. And yeah, it's great to see that you've been thinking through the impact of the production of your bracelets. How do you see that impact changing, and how do you see your business model changing as you scale up, as you launch a website that you may be selling these products through?
Right now, we are just selling them mainly through advertising from the posters and from word of mouth, because people in the school do spread things like this very quickly. So we're receiving more and more requests for more bracelet. However, if we expand, I think, for example, as he mentioned, we will be launching a website. And on the website, there will be a description of what we're doing and potentially online ordering as well. That could mean we know beforehand how much we need and how many bracelets we need to make, and that will expand our entire production.
We're also planning to go like international, not only in the UK, but yeah, that's why we're going to do like online shipping to other countries. But for now, we are sticking to the UK, but I think long term we might go international.
And how do you see that changing? You know, from an impact perspective, you probably now you're needing to use packaging, you need to use a delivery service. Have you thought about those aspects?
Yeah, so basically, I think the main point of our bracelets is that it's the message that they're sending. So the way that we can get more people to be aware of the damage that's being done to the environment through the selling of these bracelets. And I think the website would really help that as well, because then we have a global platform that a lot of people can see. They can see clearly like our mission statement, what we're trying to do to help the environment. And the bracelets are just a small part of helping that message be spread across the world.
And in addition, we can, there's definitely different ways that we can avoid plastic packaging. For example, like using recyclable paper packaging, and we can choose delivery companies that
have a smaller carbon footprint.
Exactly.
Wonderful, thank you.
Wonderful. I expect, Duncan, that you and your entire office buys those by Monday now.
Oh, great, thank you.
You're in the UK. No, thank you very much, team. It was great hearing from you. We need to move on to our last team.
Thank you.
Last but not least, we have the Netherlands. Fresh. We can see you and we can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you. Everything's fine. If you're ready, all yours. Good luck.
Okay. Hi, we are friend Sophie, and we consist of a CEO, a CFO, a sales manager, and a secretary. But what do we actually sell? We sell a shampoo bar without the unnecessary plastics in and around the products. Our goal is to empower. Can you please go back?
Go back one, please.
Go back. Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Thank you. Our goal is to empower our customers to contribute to a plastic-free ocean. We have already sold around 200 shampoo bars, and we are hoping to at least double it this coming year. And by selling 200 shampoo bars, we have at least inspired 100 people to also do something helpful for the environment. Next slide.
So next slide, please. So how did we start? We used our stock capital to have around 485 euros and start a professional company with it. So you could see that also in the sales, we were only rising since the beginning, and we always had more revenue than costs. In the first year, we have more realized sales, almost the double than our estimated sales. So that's quite big. Our estimated profit for 2024 is around 1,079 euros. Could I have the next slide, please? So there's way more to come. First, we want to sell what we have right now. That's around 300 euros. And then later on, we want to invest that back into the company, give to charity, and we want to really empower our customer and our company to grow. We are still looking for a new product, how to bring it on the market, but we want to bring in a natural scrub. So we've already given out a few samples, and it went really well. We have a lot of positive reactions on it. And more is yet to come. We are still improving, and we want to improve fast because there is already a market for it. So we want to improve faster than our competitors. And what differences us from our competitors is also that we have more for less than the competitors. So that's one of the big things of our product. So that is why you need to invest in us and to help the ocean get less plastic and to grow a more sustainable future.
Thank you very much. I see you're taking down Lush, the entire industry. So very interesting. Thank you very, very much. I see some questions from the jury members already. Anne, please, what's your question?
Me?
Yes, Anne.
Yes, I think you touched on it already quite briefly, but I think it's a great product. I think it's a great pitch. Thank you for this. But yeah, the market, I feel the market is really flooded with these kind of shampoo bars who are solid, which is great. But yeah, my question would really be, how is yours different? You mentioned it's a price thing, so I would be interested to hear what your shampoo bars are made out of and how can you make them cheaper than others, and what really is the difference? Why should I buy your product and not somebody else's?
Yeah, first of all, our product is fully handmade and it's fully produced in Europe. So it's made in Croatia, fully of natural products, fresh products, and it's made by hand. So that's quite unique for our product. It's the big basic, that's cocoa of this product to make it solid so you can use it a lot. And why we are cheaper is because we can buy it in really cheap. So that's why we can sell it for less.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. I saw Klaus was having a question, but now his hand is down now. So I will ask Laura to go with her question. Laura?
Yeah, sure. Thanks very much for presenting your products, which I think can have quite a big impact. As I mean, everyone is shampooing, so obviously there is a scope for having a big market. I actually had the question also as Anne had on the composition of your product, of the ingredients, and as you say that you're doing this, that it is handmade, how do you intend then to perhaps to extend also to other people, or do you, how does the production actually happens of that product?
So there is a large factory in Croatia where they have a fridge with all kind of herbs and scents and flowers to make all their natural products. And then they are picked by hand, and everything there is produced by hand. So that company where we buy it, they are really into handmade. It needs to be handmade. And all the products are fresh picked. So that's very important for the company.
Great.
Many thanks.
we're just at 3 minutes limit, so we don't have time for another question. Sorry, Klaus, but thank you very much. And indeed, I'm looking forward to see the expansion of your line for scrubs and face masks and so on and so forth. So yeah, good luck, team. Thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And at this wonderful note, we have arrived to the end of our student pitches. So congratulations, all teams. Woohoo! We can rest now. Well, you can rest now. The ball is back at the field of our jury panel. Now it's their time to work hard. So this is the moment when I ask our jury members to go to a separate breakout room that my colleagues will set up for them. This will be the moment when the jury members deliberate. So they will go to a separate room and decide who the winner of today's competition is. And while they're not here, we are going to have some activity taking place with the students. We're going to go through a survey so that I can hear from the students how they found their experience of Blue Challenge program and how their feedback can also help us do better in the years to come. I see all the juries are gone. Okay, great. So the juries are gone. It's only us now here. I would like to ask all the students to, first of all, tap each other on the shoulder. I think you've done a great job. So congratulations. I loved all the ideas. And as said, I think this is a wonderful experience for you to get a feel of entrepreneurship, but also to understand that your passions have a big impact on tomorrow. I feel relieved, and thanks to you, I feel like there is a bright future ahead of us for the next generation and for my kids. So thank you for this positive note you brought to me personally today. And while we're waiting, I would like to run a little student feedback form with you. I have you all settled here with us. So can I please ask each and every one of you to take your phone and scan a QR code you see on the screen right now? Once you scan it with your camera or a special QR scanner, you will be redirected to the Mentimeter website. And the Mentimeter website is the website where you can where we can interact together. So I can get your answers. Please use the code if it requires a code. The code is 842133370. I keep the slide for few seconds on the screen, so you have the chance to take your phones out and scan it. Okay, and meanwhile, I will jump to the Mentimeter to open the survey for everyone. Okay. Is it working? Are you connecting? Shall I leave the slide for a little bit longer? Okay, I see some people have joined already. So I will share my screen once again with the Mentimeter page. Okay, I see 2 people have joined. I hope more are to come. You will see some questions on the screen, so you're very welcome to answer to them. There are going to be a few questions we're going to go through, and these really help us as Juniors Human Europe to understand what was your experience, what was unique about your experience, and what you personally taken out of this experience. It also helps us to make it better for the next generations to come. And I think it's quite inspiring because I must tell you, all generations before you've done it, and the fact that you've had a nice experience and all the words we will see right now is also the result of the feedback we received from them. So you're kind of already making the future better for someone else. Great. So first question is, tell us something that you will never forget about the program. And I see growth, journey, environment, innovation, adventure. Our mentor, that's very nice to see, representing Ireland. That's also great. Some love for the country, future, passion, adventure, amazing team, representing my country. I love seeing those insights indeed. Great, thank you very much. We go to the next question. And the next question is, I'll actually go backwards, but that's okay. Let's do something innovatively and creatively. As young entrepreneurs, what is the change that you want to make in the world? A plastic-free world. Indeed. No, it's kind of thinking big, but you've all already proven us that you also have all the right tools and knowledge to make actual real hands-on little steps in your communities with your ideas. So I can imagine that this big question will be answered by many, yes, sustainability, better environment, similar answers, because indeed we are all here together to make sure that this earth is taken care of, because it takes care of us. Better home for everyone, circular economy, create valuable solutions, better climate, better world. I love seeing that. As I said before, it makes my heart beat faster, and because it gives me a hope that we will indeed reach that in the future. Thanks to your ideas and thanks to your dedication. And thanks to the fact that you as young people of tomorrow are aware how much we need healthy ocean and how much we need sustainable agriculture and circularity in order to sustain the world and make it a good home for everyone, a better home for everyone, because we haven't been doing so good so far, I guess, as society. Thank you very, very much. Thank you. I think we can go to the next question. Few minutes to load. So what did you enjoy most about the program? You have a few answers here. Mentoring is already popping up. I love seeing that. Whoa. So indeed, as you know, we had 2 webinars. We had a Blue Economy webinar and a financial literacy webinar, where we also heard from some alumni this year to inspire you. We had the mentoring, of course, that was an important part of the experience, probably the most important part of your interaction with the Euronext colleagues. And finally, the competition for the Euronext Blue Innovation Award, which is happening right now. So I'm happy to see that many of you are also enjoying the experience. I'm feeling personally responsible for that answer. Great, thank you very, very much. We move on to the next question. So why did you participate in the Blue Challenge program after all? Are you interested in blue economy? Do you just it was a chance that your mini company had a relevant idea for the competition and you thought that would be a great fit? Did you just wanted to learn something new that you didn't know before? Or you were offered this opportunity and you couldn't resist? If there is any other reason, feel free to put it in the chat, because my colleagues are monitoring the chat and I think it's very interesting for us to know what was the kind of motivation behind your participation. Because as mentioned by the jury members and myself, we had a great selection of ideas and some of them are quite advanced. So your passion is amazing and it's great what you've managed to do in just one academic year. I can only imagine what you do in 2, 3, 4 years or after you graduate. Great, I see all the answers. So I see that the mini companies had a relevant idea for the competition, which is great because it means that there is this trend of young people, of youth thinking about environment, even outside of the Blue Challenge program, but on an overall scale. And I think that's great. And that's exactly what we as society need today. Fantastic. I think there is only one question left, and it's how can you describe this challenge in one word? If there was just one word that you could choose, what would that one word be? Blue. Innovative, love. Okay, change. Impactful. I love it. Change. Winning. Adventure. Demanding. It is demanding, but some best experiences come from being demanding, right? They make us grow and become a better version of ourselves. Social, interesting, education, relevant, challenging. But indeed, as mentioned, it's through the challenges that we rise and we become better and we come up with better ideas and solutions of doing things. Great. Gorgeous. Oh, blue that is written in green. I love that. The synergy between the green and the blue and the need for both green and blue economy being together. Very symbolic. Okay, that's great. I think we arrived. Oh no, that's the last question. We arrived at the pre-last question, and the last question of the survey is where are you now? But I would assume you're based in the classroom with your schoolmates, exactly together with everyone. I think that was the question we left there because when we started the program originally, it was COVID times. And we've actually seen how, through the years, we went from this isolation into being connected in a more communal way. So indeed, I see school, being together with your classmates, being together. And I also remember the first editions of the Blue Challenge. We had so many people just, either in the masks or sitting in their rooms. And now it's wonderful to see you all being together. I think the teamwork and the feeling of being in all of it together as a team is also a great experience, a social experience that you mentioned before. Fantastic. Thank you very much. That's the end of our student survey. I appreciate your time taking it. And giving us the answers. It will help us to also evaluate the program and understand how to make the experience even better for the future generations. For now, while we are still waiting for the jury to deliberate, and we should give them a little bit more time, I suggest that we watch the video pitches of the previous editions. So what we have done, we have compiled the videos from the previous editions of the Blue Challenge so that you get also a chance of what has been presented before. Meanwhile, please feel free to use that moment as a pause. If you need to go to the bathroom or you want to use a snack, you can turn off your camera and just watch the videos or rest a bit before the juries come back. Let's agree that we all come back at 6:30 sharp. And we see if the jury members are back. I expect they will be back by then, but if not, then we will continue watching those videos and just wait a little bit longer. Okay, I'm putting the videos on. Enjoy if you watch them or enjoy your little break. I see you in 15 minutes sharp.
Our team came up with the idea of the sustainable block since our planet is increasingly becoming full of plastic in various places such as the seas, the beaches and the streets.
So our idea is to take recycled plastic and turn it into blocks and bricks to help other people build their home so they can feel safe.
For example, there are several countries in the world where children, babies, adults, and the elderly do not have a home where they can take shelter.
So our mission is to help them by building a home with sustainable blocks and bricks. With our idea, we didn't just solve one problem, but two, the excess of plastic and giving a house to those in need.
Join us and help us build tomorrow one block and brick at a time.
Today we count 150 million tons of plastic in the oceans. In 2050, we will reach 750 million tons of waste in the oceans. The concentration of microplastic is almost 4 times higher in the Mediterranean than in the other continents of waste found in the oceans.
Do you care about the environment and want to continue to eat fresh, quality and local products? Then come and support us in our project. The collaboration between Croatia and France gives birth to Blue Team Croc, which produce eco-friendly shelf platter from recycled plastic material to support the activity of our local producer.
Nous mettons les produits huîtres, moules, pointus sur du polystyrène et de glace. Le problème, le polystyrène pollue un peu. Plus tard, je pense qu'il va y avoir le PET, c'est des produits à base de bouteilles plastiques recyclées. Et là, ça sera très bon au point de vue écologie.
For you, for us, for them, and for the people of tomorrow, together, let's change the way we consume by investing in renewable and sustainable products. Our seafood platters will help ensure that the future generations can fish in the sea. We can't keep quiet about this anymore.
.57 million tons of plastic are released into the Mediterranean Sea every year. Approximately 7% of them are microliter items, which are estimated to be floating both on the surface and on the seafloor of the Mediterranean basin. Microplastic ingestion threatens marine species and consequently human health. Microplastic pollution represents also a serious risk for the key economic sectors that rely on the sea resources. BOAJA as the solution. Dimedio, eco-sustainable, self-efficient, innovative, handy, smart. Dimedio is a marine buoy which can purify seawaters from microplastics. It is powered by solar energy through photovoltaic panels. It is made of biodegradable components and can be installed on existing buoys, thus supporting circular economy. BOAJA will work for and with key players in the marine ecosystem, from the Ministry of Ecological Transition to managers of beaches, together with coast guards and port authorities. Starting from June 2022, up to 35 Dimedium buoys are planned to be sold, installed and maintained till year-end. Thanks to the low unitary pricing of Dimedio versus similar products from competitors, in 2022 BOAJA plans to achieve a 19% overall profitability. Sold initially just in Italy, in the coastal area of Sicily, Dimedio will be exporting to other European countries and seas, starting from 2024. At BOAJA, we believe in environmental stewardship. You cannot have a healthy planet without a healthy sea.
Hello! Hello! We're going to present our small business, EcoWay. We recycle pieces of garbage that we find on our beaches to help our polluted planet.
The fact of living near the ocean sensibilizes us to the danger the ocean is confronted to. Yes, it is difficult to reduce the amount of garbage, but we can recycle and transform it to make eco-responsible and nice products.
Our project respects the blue economy because it's an intelligent way of using the ocean resources. Therefore, we can hope for a healthier future and giving a second life to the ocean. This is where our slogan comes from, a second life for the ocean.
Our project depends on what the sea rejects, which gives us a big variety of projects.
For example, we have bags made out of fish nets, big bags made out of mussel bags, photo stands made out of fish nets, wood and cork, jewelry stands with wood, keychains with old floaters and cord. The supplies come from tide boxes, beaches, fish shops, and the foundation is Jalevo, whom we are giving 40% of our earnings. We are only supposed to give 20%, but this foundation helps to preserve the seashore, so we decided to donate more. Our sponsors are helping us in this very hard task by giving us the financial support we needed. We also have the help of our mentors, Mr. Jean-François Legalic, Mr. Denis Chauveau, and Mrs. Sophie Mercier from EPA.
So, we are eco-responsible,
innovative,
united,
original, where all of our products are different and unique.
We are attached to these principles, they motivated us all year long.
And you can help us by supporting our business.
Follow us on social media. Let's give a second life for the ocean!
According to the Fish Health Report provided by the Norwegian Veterinary Institute, more than 54 million farmed salmon died before harvest time in 2021. The farming company Norway Royal Salmon estimates that up to 50% of these deaths are caused by salmon loss. This corresponds to lost sales revenues of over 300 million euros.
According to the government, by 2050 there will be a five-fold increase in the Norwegian aquaculture industry. With this growth, the lost sales revenue will be over 1.5 billion euros a year.
The delousing processes used today are both harmful to the salmon, expensive, and harmful to the marine ecosystems.
Therefore, we present Sustained Salmon, the future salmon feed. Together with Nofima, we have developed a feed recipe that will now enter a test production phase. In addition to containing all the nutritional needs, our feed contains diatoms. Diatoms are microalgae that contain lipids that repel salmon lice from the skin of the salmon. The Arctic University of Norway in Tromsø and Nofima have previously researched feed with diatoms and have found that diatoms lead to a noticeable decrease in lice on salmon. Our feed will reduce the delicing cost by more than 100,000 euros for each salmon generation per cage. We have estimated this by the reports from the Arctic University and Nofima.
Norway is an excellent country for algae production due to the coastline and cold waters. Algae is one of the more promising ocean resources that in the future may have many applications within the food and feed industry. We collaborate with NMBU and Nofima for production and testing of the feed, so that Sustained Salmon will reach the current feed standards. Norway Royal Salmon says that our product helps prevent the problem from occurring and that the salmon industry relies on new innovative solutions like ours in order to sustain a five-fold growth of the industry.
Polymydes contributes to a healthier and happier salmon.
Hallo allemaal, wij zijn Zeepie en zoals jullie weten beïnvloedt plastic onze aarde op een heel negatieve manier. Zo gaat onze toekomst eronder. Maar wat heel veel mensen niet weten over plastic is dat plastic zich niet alleen bevindt in flesjes, rietjes en petflessen, maar ook in de shampoo die wij dagelijks gebruiken. Hierin zitten dus microplastics. Deze microplastics komen dus na je was, in de riolering en dan uiteindelijk in de zee terecht. Zo gaan verschillende diersoorten dood en verstoren wij zo dus ook de voedselkring.
Wij als Zeepie hebben hier een oplossing voor shampoo bars. Dit zijn kleine stukjes blokjes zeep, alleen dan van shampoo. Nou, deze zijn 100% milieuvriendelijk en natuurlijk en plasticvrij. Wat goed is voor het milieu en voor je lichamelijk gesteldheid. Niet alleen voor het milieu, maar ook voor jezelf kan het handig zijn. Ze zijn klein en compact om mee te nemen in je tas. In plaats van 2 grote flessen shampoo en conditioner. Op reis mag je meestal maar een bepaald aantal milliliter vloeistof meenemen, dus dit is perfect daarvoor.
Naast de shampoobars verkopen we ook deze uitlekzakjes. De uitlekzakjes zijn natuurlijk ook 100% plasticvrij en zijn gemaakt van ramistof. Dit is een sterke plantaardige vezelsoort die zijn vorm behoudt tijdens het wassen, dus ook onder de douche. Het ideale aan een uitlekzakje is dat je zo je shampoobar erin kan doen en hem door middel van dit koord kan ophangen aan je douchekraan, waardoor die makkelijk droogt.
Naast onze shampoobars en uitlekzakjes zijn ook onze verpakkingen plasticvrij. Samen zetten wij een stap dichter bij plasticvrij douchen. Ben je nou benieuwd? Neem dan even een kijkje op ons Instagram.
Hi, we are Nutri. We have joined together as a group to fix 2 major issues in today's society: sustainability and food-related health issues. 53% of the EU population is overweight, according to Eurostat in 2019, and by 2050 it is forecast that there will be more plastic than fish in the ocean. Over the past few months, we have developed and published a Google Chrome extension, and more recently, a mobile app. When users select a product on a supermarket's website, a pop-up opens displaying the health and sustainability rating, which our company has developed an algorithm to calculate. We also show recommended products with higher ratings to allow users to make more sustainable and healthy choices when buying food online. Team division and organizational structure have been critical to our success. Organic marketing on social media has been our focus for the past few months, having gained us thousands of views. Our content includes funny videos, announcements, and infographics on sustainability and health issues.
We've been getting clients to use our free Chrome extension mobile app. Then we will make money through B2B customers
who we will offer our technology and data to, as well as sponsoring food products for money. As a software startup, our running costs are very low. First, we developed our website before raising £800 through several Christmas fairs and selling shares in our company. We kept detailed records of all transactions and were able to plan our finances accordingly.
We have been communicating with and have received data from several major UK supermarkets, having had calls with Tesco and M&S, as well as visiting Sainsbury's head office. We even saw their CEO. We have had over 1,000 website views and over 100 active users. In the future, we would like to further improve our health and sustainability ratings by making them more holistic with more factors. We hope to also contact other B2B clients, as this is our key area for growth. Thank you very much for listening, and feel free to download our Chrome extension or Android app at nutri.tech.
Just as you're slowly coming back, I wanted to say that the jury members have not made their decision yet because it's been very, very difficult for them to choose. So there's a lot of discussions going on. I expect we will need another 5 to 7 minutes. So I'll keep on the video rolling, and I hope that we will be back at 6, let's say 6:40, around 6:40, maybe a little bit before that. Great job! You made it really challenging for the juries to know who the winner is.
Fast fashion massively impacts our daily lives and our future. It's a huge contributor to the waste, toxic chemicals and microplastics that fill our oceans.
So we've created So Simple, a simple educational guide on sewing, thrifting and upcycling with the Startup Sewing Kit.
The journey of So Simple began in October when Apricot was founded, a group of 25 young women who believe that fashion and environmental sustainability shouldn't be mutually exclusive.
After brainstorming countless ideas and identifying sustainability as our company's core value, the concept of a guidebook and accompanying sewing kit designed to improve access to a sustainable lifestyle was born.
To raise initial capital, we sold shares to team members, making £500. We invested this in a cash-generating product, making an additional £893.
Following a marketing survey, we chose to focus on 3 topics based on our customers' interests: sewing skills and clothing care, the impacts of fast fashion, and thrifting and upcycling.
When sourcing low-cost parts for the kit, we prioritise sustainability by using responsible local suppliers and fully recyclable packaging.
Due to the national lockdown, we packaged our kits at home, using Zoom calls to ensure that we assembled a high-quality product that we launched in February.
By taking pre-orders and offering a 10% discount, we sold over half our stock in 2 weeks. We quickly reached our break-even point, and our current profit is £1,270, having sold over 90% of our stock.
We've received many endorsements, including one from Sir Vince Cable, and will soon feature in Simply Sewing magazine. We have also won the Sustainability Award for the Young Enterprise Kingston Showcase.
Throughout our journey, we established a strong digital presence with blog posts and QR codes within the guide. We would like to further this by creating an electronic version of our guide.
We've learnt countless skills like strong communication, innovation, and how to manage finances.
We are proud to say that our product has reached 85 families, helping them to take the first steps towards a more sustainable future.
With our guide and kit, it really is
so simple. Fast fashion massively impacts our daily lives and our future. It's a huge contributor to the waste, toxic chemicals and microplastics that fill our oceans.
So we've created So Simple, a simple educational guide on sewing, thrifting and upcycling with the Startup Sewing Kit.
The journey of So Simple began in October when Apricot was founded, a group of 25 young women who believe that fashion and environmental sustainability shouldn't be mutually exclusive.
After brainstorming countless ideas and identifying sustainability as our company's core value, the concept of a guidebook and accompanying sewing kit designed to improve access to a sustainable lifestyle was born.
To raise initial capital, we sold shares to team members, making £500. We invested this in a cash-generating product, making an additional £893.
Following a marketing survey, we chose to focus on 3 topics based on our customers' interests: sewing skills and clothing care, the impacts of fast fashion, and thrifting and upcycling.
When sourcing low-cost parts for the kit, we prioritise sustainability by using responsible local suppliers and fully recyclable packaging.
Due to the national lockdown, we packaged our kits at home, using Zoom calls to ensure that we assembled a high-quality product that we launched in February.
By taking pre-orders and offering a 10% discount, we sold over half our stock in 2 weeks. We quickly reached our break-even point, and our current profit is £1,270, having sold over 90% of our stock.
We've received many endorsements, including one from Savint's Cable, and will soon feature in Simply Sewing magazine. We have also won the Sustainability Award for the Young Enterprise Kingston Showcase.
Throughout our journey, we established a strong digital presence with blog posts and QR codes within the guide. We would like to further this by creating an electronic version of our guide.
We've learned countless skills like strong communication, innovation, and how to manage finances.
We are proud to say that our product has reached 85 families, helping them to take the first steps towards a more sustainable future.
With our guide and kit, it really is
so simple.
Hos GB Byg beskæftiger vi os med ubrugt asfalt. Der bliver fræset omkring 1,5 millioner tons asfalt hvert år. 1,2 millioner tons bliver aldrig brugt. Asfalten bliver deponeret på forskellige lossepladser rundt i landet, både kommunale og private. I Danmark bruger vi mange ressourcer på at opbevare et materiale, der aldrig bliver brugt. Ved at fremstille produkter, der indeholder asfalt, kan vi skåne både miljøet og nedsætte efterspørgslen for at grave nye jomfrumaterialer op. Når vi sænker brugen af jomfrumaterialer, kan vi sænke brugen af store udgravningsmaskiner og nedsætte CO2-aftrykket. Hos GB Byg har vi valgt betonfliser som vores første produkt. Det er et meget udbredt produkt, og med vores opskrift kan vi sænke materialebekostning med op til 50%. Vi vil lave det offentligt som vores primære kunde. Det vil placere os langt foran vores konkurrenter, da det offentlige er prisbestemt. Vores fliser vil blive markeret tydeligt, så det bliver let genkendelige for både forbrugere og brolæggere. Vores fliser er lige så holdbare som dem på markedet, omkring 30% billigere at producere og mere miljøvenlige. Vores livscyklus starter med asfalt, der bliver fræset af vejene og ender på lossepladser. Vi tager asfalten og bruger det i vores fliser. Fliserne bliver solgt af vores partner IBF til forbrugeren, enten business to business eller business to consumer. Når de igen skal afskaffes, ender de tilbage på lossepladserne. Vi vil i fremtiden selv gå i produktion med nye produkter inden for byggemarkedet, der også vil være billigere og bedre for miljøet.
Did you know that the textile industry is the second most water-intensive industry in the world, polluting it immensely and consuming around 79 billion cubic meters of water per year? That's enough to fill 32 million Olympic-sized swimming pools. It is also one of the largest sources of carbon dioxide emissions, and we're talking in billions of tons. That's where Subversion magazine steps in. It was created by 8 ambitious teenagers to give people like you alternatives. We decided to create the guide to sustainable and ethical fashion. That's right, the Subversion team has written, done research, designed and edited the whole magazine. However, this is not just a magazine, but a concept, a way of life. Our goal is to educate and inform the public, and our mission is to save our planet in its entirety, its waters, soils, biodiversity and people, by spreading awareness about fashion reimagined, slow fashion. We fight against overconsumption, but also much more than that. We fight for ethical working conditions, transparency and sustainability among brands, circular economy, conscious consumption, and, all in all, a better future. But ultimately, we fight for the preservations of oceans, seas, lakes, and rivers. In a matter of months, we have managed to create a spot for ourselves in the slow fashion community. We have succeeded in starting a movement which is inclusive of all ages and all genders. To sum it up, our 2-issue magazine is the perfect guide to sustainable and ethical fashion.
Hallo allemaal, wij zijn Zeepie en zoals jullie weten beïnvloedt plastic onze aarde op een heel negatieve manier. Zo gaat onze toekomst eronder. Maar wat heel veel mensen niet weten over plastic is dat plastic zich niet alleen bevindt in flesjes, rietjes en petflessen, maar ook in de shampoo die wij dagelijks gebruiken. Hierin zitten dus microplastics. Deze microplastics komen dus na je was in de riolering en dan uiteindelijk in de zee terecht. Zo gaan verschillende diersoorten dood en verstoren wij zo dus ook de voedselkring.
Wij als CEPI hebben hier een oplossing voor. Shampoo bars. Dit zijn kleine stukjes blokjes zeep, alleen dan van shampoo. Nou, deze zijn 100% milieuvriendelijk en natuurlijk en plasticvrij. Wat goed is voor het milieu en voor je lichamelijk gesteldheid. Niet alleen voor het milieu, maar ook voor jezelf kan het handig zijn. Ze zijn klein en compact om mee te nemen in je tas. In plaats van 2 grote flessen shampoo en conditioner. Op reis mag je meestal maar een bepaald aantal milliliter vloeistof meenemen, dus dit is perfect daarvoor.
Naast de shampoobars verkopen we ook deze uitlekzakjes. De uitlekzakjes zijn natuurlijk ook 100% plasticvrij en zijn gemaakt van ramistof. Dit is een sterke plantaardige vezelsoort die zijn vorm houdt tijdens het wassen, dus ook onder de douche. Het ideale aan een uitlekzakje is dat je zo je shampoobar erin kan doen en hem door middel van dit koord kan ophangen aan je douchekraan, waardoor die makkelijk droogt.
Naast onze shampoobars en uitlekzakjes zijn ook onze verpakkingen plasticvrij. Samen zetten wij een stap dichter bij plasticvrij douchen. Ben je nou benieuwd? Neem dan even een kijkje op onze Instagram.
Numbers from WWF estimate that between 500,000 and 1 million tons of fishing equipment get lost at sea each year. The lost fishing equipment creates major consequences for both the environment and for the underwater life. This has gotten the name ghost fishing. The market research we at Marival have done has given us useful insight into the fishermen's challenges. Fishermen lose large amounts of value when their fishing equipment get lost, and because of this, they do everything they can to find it. The challenge is that there is a lot of movement at sea. The fishermen are therefore unable to locate their lost fishing equipment and must search the whole area where the equipment got lost. This is a time-consuming process which rarely yields results. All fishing boats are equipped with the Echo Sounder, but as of today it is not possible to locate fishing equipment on the Echo Sounder.
Our product reflects sound waves that makes it possible to locate the equipment on the Echo Sounder. This allows the fishermen to locate the equipment immediately and then retrieve it. The product is robust, stretchy and designed according to the fishing equipment. This ensures that existing equipment on the fishing boats does not need to be adapted.
Fishermen has confirmed that there is a need for this solution, and several want to participate in both the development and testing of the prototype, as well as to participate in a pilot project to be able to use our product as soon as possible.
Fordelen for oss fiskere og for miljøet at noen er kommet på et system sånn at det har vært enklere å finne igjen garna som fiskeren har mistet.
We have an innovative product that has a big potential within the blue economy. In addition to coming up with a strongly desired solution, we are also helping at solving a big sustainability problem. Marival will contribute to a cleaner and brighter sea space.
So we're back. The jury members are back as well. 6:40, as I said. Everyone's back. So we gather all nicely to hear the big verdict of today. Let me go back to our slides. I invite Marianne Alders, who's our chairwoman, to make a winner announcement. If you, of course, reached the the conclusion and we know the winner. Marianne?
Yeah, thank you so much, Marianne. Yep. I'm going to have a very short introduction as well, because what I really liked was what my colleague Sylvia Andriessen said in the beginning, that all these participants today, that you truly are the champions of tomorrow, and that it's your efforts that will help us shape the planet, and that you're actually our entrepreneurial hope for the future. And I can only say that you all really, really, really delivered today. I'm so proud on behalf of the entire team of Euronext. And I do have to say that making the decision was, well, we tried to do it as quick as possible, but it was so difficult. And I know this is the common thing that jury members normally say during a contest, but in this case, it truly was the case. Because halfway during the jury meeting, we just took one observation of all the results, and the most remarkable things was that all the results were so close together. So big compliments to all of you. In terms of what we paid attention on today, we focused, of course, on the impacts on the impact that your product and that your company can make on climate change and the world in general. But we also looked at the business model, of course, and we do have to say that there were some quite convincing. And we truly hope that you will take the next step and take the next step down the entrepreneurial path, all of you. But this contest is called the Blue Challenge, and with the Blue Challenge, it's not only the emphasis on blue, but also on the word challenge. So we were asked to come up with a winner. Yeah, and then take a look at these 9 companies. Some companies, perhaps in terms of technology, might appear to be less innovative, but then on the other hand, had really realistic business models. We saw some beautiful and wonderful presentation skills, and also true understanding of companies that raising awareness, it's not always about the product, but sometimes it's always also about raising awareness to solve or to make impact on the climate, on climate change and on this world. But in the end, when it comes to the true transformative nature of the products and companies, there were a few companies, or actually 3 companies, that really stood out for us. So let's talk about the first company, and this is not the winner yet. So these are the 2 runners-up I'm now going to talk about. The first one, this company scored really high on innovation, especially as well because of the robust and very realistic demo they had on the table. We think that this company and also the product has got a very high potential. There was a beautiful balance in the team, especially when it comes to the personal strengths and the role division underneath. And this team really understood the problem and were able to convince us in how they would like to solve it. We're truly interested to see the proof of the pudding once this product is tested, because we do feel that this will be quite a crucial aspect. But for us, it's a great start for a new adventure. So one of the 2 runners-up, give a very big applause for 99 Robotics in Denmark.
Great, congratulations. The runner-ups for our big winner. Congratulations. And what about the second runner-up?
The second runner-up, yeah, well, let's take a look, or let me give a short recap of the observation of the entire jury. We thought that this company, they had a really great pitch. They were very passionate as well, and were really convincing in delivering their idea to us. The beauty of it, that it's a nature-based solution, and that there will always be plenty of supplies as long as there are people on this world. We know that, or some of the juries, they highlighted that this product or this solution has already been implemented in other countries, because that might have or could have had a different influence on the score in terms of innovation. It could have been a little bit higher if it was the first time that someone came up with this idea. The demo during the session was really, really, really cool. And so we think they got a lot of potential, and we think they're also ready for the next stage in terms of testing. And then, of course, I'm talking about, drumroll, Oil Away from Portugal.
Congratulations! Great.
And now it's time to announce the winner, isn't it, Mariana?
Absolutely. I think that's what everyone is waiting for.
I know, and I'm so excited and truly honored to tell why this team has won from the eyes of the jury. We think that this team has the potential to take off the ground, especially because of the local involvement and because they're offering their product or their service in a cost-effective way to the true believers eventually. And it's also very interesting to see the high level of service that they provide in order to decrease the threshold for people to step in. They also have a very, very good idea of what the business model would look like. And when you take a look at the commercial aspect, this company also truly understands the necessity for the communication skills or the communicative aspect that is needed to make the business very sustainable. And I can only say on behalf of the entire jury that we truly hope that the first test results will come back very positive and will make sure that the company will takes off. And of course, in this case, I'm talking about Bangdam from Norway. Congratulations, team.
Congratulations!
Thank you.
Oh my God, thank you.
Congratulations! Very well deserved. Fantastic. Very good job.
That's really cool. We're really proud. Yes. Thank you.
We also have a little thank you word from our Deputy Chief Executive Officer, Diana Philip. I just saw she joined us. She was traveling, and I think she wants to also thank you for your innovation on behalf of Junior Achievement Europe.
Thank you, Marina. Well, I couldn't miss it because these are the moments that really keeps us doing the job that we are doing. And I'm doing it for 20 years. So it's you who are giving me all the energy to work for junior achievement and to really give the opportunities to students like yourself. And because you were all amazing, and I know that the judges had a very tough job to choose the winners, you all have different opportunities that we've offered to you. And next week we are launching our Lanchester Entrepreneurship Festival, and you can still build a stand out there. So I will ask the team to put up there the link where you can build a stand and showcase your ideas and let the world know about them. And maybe you win a public choice vote because you were really, really amazing, all of you. So huge congratulations to all. And I really hope we can all applaud all of you because you've been amazing. And also looking back at the videos from last year's, it was really cool. In fact, some of the team members said, I wish this was more than 3 minutes because we learned so much and it was so cool to hear your ideas. So I'm very, very pleased to see how this year has turned out. And I really wanted to thank the judges for putting up with the challenge. It was not easy, I know, but we want our work to be more and more difficult. That means that the innovations and the ideas and the work that the young people put into it is really strong. So thank you so much for taking the time. And you know, these kind of initiatives are not possible without the effort of several people behind the scenes that are working on the ground. You have the GA teams, the mentors, the teachers, everyone who's working to support the students. So huge thanks to all of you for all the great work that you've done. And thank you so much for supporting. And of course, there are the team at Euronext that I wanted to thank, Clarissa, Damien, Marianne, David. Thank you so much for working hand in hand with my team over the year to be able to have the success of this year. And special thanks to the big sponsor, which is Silvia Andriesen, for believing in us and giving us all the means to have a successful edition this year. Of course, on my side, I need to recognize the team: Marina, Tonia, Joanna, Liz, Davide, Gaia, Mina, Sal. They are all behind the scenes that are trying to make this edition as good as possible. So just wanted to thank all of you and really congratulate everyone for this successful edition. Thank you so much, Marina, for doing an amazing moderation, and the floor back to you.
Thank you, Diana. Does the team want to say something? Pungdom, do you want to say a few words before we wrap up? Congratulations.
We want to thank you for making this happen at the and that we
give us the opportunity to participate in
that we got the
competition.
And
it was really inspiring to see all the other enterprises or mini companies. And we love to see that the engagement for solutions that has to do something with the ocean is so high that so many people then want to do something about these issues.
Yeah, I believe it's 99 Robotics. We're looking forward to seeing you in Sicily as well.
Yes, and all the other ideas are so great. So we hope you continue with your
mini companies.
Mini companies.
Thank you very much. I imagine you all meet each other more than once in the future once you go to accelerators or Blue Invest. That is an initiative by the EU. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for the time and for the effort. It was a great addition this year. Again, we encourage you to build your virtual stands in the virtual expo of the Gen E so that your legacy can live on and that more companies can discover your solutions. We will send communication about that. And of course, we will be in touch with Norway about their present and their prize. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful evening, and thank you for your dedication and passion for the ocean and the ecosystem. We really need the change makers like you. Bye.
Bye.
Well done.
Bye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone. Bye.
Congratulations.
Bye.
Bye. Congratulations.
Congratulations. Bye.